So for today, we've got some heavy back squats for our strength component. You're gonna go 7 sets by 3 to 4 reps, resting 3 minutes between those sets. So you can build across all 7 of those sets, essentially ending somewhere around 90% or 90% plus if you feel comfortable. If not, work within the 4 rep range and just keep the movement a little bit lighter. Focus on form and mechanics and time under tension if you don't have access to a lot of weights for this one. All right? And again, please ensure that we're resting the 3 minutes, especially as your percentages get high. So for the metabolic conditioning component today, we've got a longer chipper. It's gonna go 4 times all the way through, 20 handstand push-ups, 30 single dumbbell deadlifts, switch as necessary and needed, 50 single dumbbell box step-ups, 20 strict handstand push-ups, 30 goblet squats with that single dumbbell, and then 50 single dumbbell curtsy lunges, again held in that goblet squat position. Have fun, get at it, you guys. All right, so for the back squat, we're gonna get ourselves organized with our feet shoulder width apart into our squat stance, toes turned out, relatively forward, maybe just a little bit. Bar is gonna start high onto the traps, elbows should be down and slightly behind the barbell. Your grip should be at least thumbs distance outside of the shoulders or the hips, or a tad bit wider if you need to. Keeping the belly tight, eyes up over the horizon. Lily's gonna descend the hips back and down. Think of closing the car door and then sitting down. Knees are gonna track in line with toes. The full foot's gonna stay connected the entire time. There's a slight inclination of the torso as she moves through this movement. For the goblet squat, we're gonna start with our setup, feet shoulder width apart. Bell's gonna be held close to the body. The closer to the body, the better. Elbows are gonna be slightly out. In this position, her torso is gonna maintain relatively vertical the entire time. She'll descend her hips slightly back and down in one motion. Butt to heels, knees track in line with toes, full foot stays connected. As she drives, she's thinking about pressing out and then squeezing the hips at the top position, ensuring that the shoulders and hips rise together. So in the handstand push-up, we're gonna look at maintaining a stacked position, midline engaged, and we should have a tripod with the hands in the head, creating a strong base of support to press out of. Lily's gonna kick up. Good, maintaining that tripod, she's gonna pull herself down, actively load her hips by pulling her knees down, and then drive and finish with a strong punch overhead. Keep the belly nice and tight, think about pressing up and slightly back towards your wall. So with the deadlift movement, if you have an odd object, you'll perform the exact same movement pattern with the odd object. If you're using the odd object or the single dumbbell, it will just have to travel between the legs for this movement. For the step-ups for today, we're looking at primarily targeting the quads and the glutes here. It's always gonna be the lead leg that's gonna be the working leg. So from this position, Lily's gonna find her step. As she steps up, we're looking at the hip crease being slightly about parallel to the knee. You don't wanna be too low. She's now gonna shift slightly forward and drive off of the lead leg that's on top of the bench. Again, step and shift, drive to a full hip extension at the top, and then alternate the step down. If we were to perform this movement with dumbbells, with a single dumbbell, there's multiple different positions. You can suitcase, you can shoulder carry in a front rack, still on one side. She can dual front rack carry. And then she can also back rack carry it as well, keeping the dumbbell high onto the traps, ensuring that the hands stay connected so we don't lose the dumbbell. For the strict handstand push-up, again, we're gonna maintain that same starting structure. Again, we should have a tripod created with the hands and the head. Belly nice and tight, actively pull yourself down, press straight up, maintaining tension throughout. Elbows should be in and back. In our curtsy lunge, we're gonna start with our feet set into our squat stance, so about shoulder width apart. We're gonna goblet hold the kettlebell or the dumbbell, so it's gonna be held close to the body, keeping the upper back nice and active. From this position, Lily's gonna step with one foot back, and then she's gonna swing slightly behind, ending with the knee, the back knee, behind that front foot. She'll drive up, and then switch to the other side. tapping the knee behind the back heel of the lead foot. She's looking at finding the tension and feeling this in the glutes the entire time. Belly's nice and tight, bell stays close to the bottom.